Welcome Libra, my name is Emil. This is a general and collective reading, so you're welcome to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Thank you, I appreciate you. And let's see what Spirit has for you at this time when this message finds you. Thank you Spirit for Libra. Thank you Spirit, guides and higher self. Thank you guides. Thank you Spirit team for Libra, past energy. Present energy for Libra. Thank you Spirit. Thank you. You have at the bottom of the deck for the theme of this reading, Death and Rebirth card. The Death and Rebirth card is the card symbolizing something old, something no longer serving, which is falling apart, something ending and something new beginning, because every ending is a new beginning. Cycles of transformation, rebirth, transition, change, new beliefs, newfound awareness, endings, a symbolic death, and initiation process. So that's what this reading is about for you. And in your past energy you have Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is a need to balance many aspects of self, juggling obligations, equilibrium, seeking harmony. Let's clarify what this is about. Juggling some kind of obligation. Clarify Two of Pentacles, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Knight of Cups. Interesting. And at the bottom of the deck we have Knight of Wands. I see. Knight of Cups is about, it can be about romance, but it doesn't have to be. But generally speaking, it's about a passionate soul, artistic tendencies, creativity, wearing your heart on your sleeve, seeking connection, being in love with the idea of love. And at the bottom of the deck you have King of Wands. So this is either the way that this is showing up or what or who it's about, but this is not that kind of reading. This is for your clarity and to find out for you what resonates, and then it's up to you to discern and decide who these cards are talking about, because I have no information on, and I'm not looking into that unless it's a personal reading, but I digress. Knight of Wands is about, no, King of Wands, excuse me. An entrepreneurial spirit, a natural born leader, ideas that can be successful, a creative visionary, timelessness, success, and fire. But primarily speaking, it's fire and air, but it's the fire is the dominant energy in this card. And so you might have in the past have been unbalanced or had a need to get your priorities straight regarding some kind of either romance, love offer, or the idea of love, the wish of being in love and being loved authentically, being loved truly. So that is the clarification of the past energy. In your present energy you have the Chariot. The Chariot is usually about, generally speaking, it's about forward movement, fast forward movement. And it is alchemizing and balancing opposing energies, victory, speed, action, determination, harnessing and uniting opposing energies, light, dark, positive, negative, masculine, feminine, in order to get one specific energy, in order alchemizing opposing energies in order to harness that forward movement, victory, speed, action, determination, uniting opposing energies, success, travel, confidence, willpower, and control. Let's clarify. Thank you, Spirit. For Libra at this time, clarify the Chariot. Thank you, Spirit. The Hermit. So this might be what you are moving towards. I don't know if the Hermit is you or... And then we have at the bottom of the deck, not at the bottom, at the bottom of the deck we have Six of Swords, moving from turbulent waters into still waters, moving into a better situation regarding your mental health, regarding your psychological health, regarding your mental health. And yeah, it's a balance in your mental chaos. It's you moving in a direction where you're going to have more peace, more understanding, more clarity, going to feel better because of making better circumstances for yourself as you have arrived through this transition. But Six of Swords coming into balance, it's a card about transitioning from turbulence and chaos into still waters, into harmony and balance. Six stands for balance and harmony. Sword stands for air, which is about the mind. And you have the Hermit clarifying the Chariot, and also coming out along with it, Two of Pentacles. So again, juggling obligations. So I see your past energy bleeding into your present energies as well. So regarding this juggling, might be a person. I'm pretty sure that this Knight of Cups is clarifying that you have had an unhealthy attachment to the idea of being in love, or the desire for being in love, the stability, because it's clarifying Pentacles. And you moving forward, you might be moving forward towards this Hermit. The Hermit in the tarot is all cards are connected to zodiacs, but the Hermit is about Virgo. And I might be wrong, I'm not gonna say it though, never mind. But juggling obligations once again. I want to get an advice for this one. What are the advice regarding this situation from the King of Pentacles? I know. Thank you, Spirit. An advice for this situation regarding the past bleeding into the present energy. Advice for Libra at this time. Page of Wands and the Strength card. At the bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. This clarifies a lot. So, Page of Wands is about inspiration. It's about learning, finding interests that sparks you up, that it's that explosive creativity and infectious enthusiasms or enthusiasm. Ideas aplenty, creative beginnings, a newly found inspiration, honing a new skill or passion, curiosity and trying new things, gifting yourself permission to dream. Great energy for creative ideation and brainstorming, a youthful spark. So it's primarily fire because of wands, but it's also air because of the page. So it's primarily about that drive, that vision, that determination, the creativity, the passion, the determination. I think I said that already. Everything regarding that passion and fire energy and having that vision. So Page of Wands is the energy which is often in the start of growth, in the start of starting something new. And you also have the Strength card. The Strength card is the sign of Leo, courage, calmness, quiet strength, influence, graceful leadership, gifted healer, purity of thought and heart, spiritual matters, compassion, and it can also symbolize lust and animal instincts. And in that sense, I mean unhealthy sexuality. I don't know if that's actually necessary or if it's useful, but yeah, unhealthy Leo energy it's overactive solar plexus energy, because Leo is primarily solar plexus, but it's also passion, desire. So that might make a little more sense. But this clarification and this advice, or the theme of the advice, is Four of Pentacles, you finding stability. Again, you, because Four is about stability and Pentacles is about the material. So you finding stability and focusing on your savings, your success, your generosity, accepting your worth, being in flow with the universe, feelings of gratitude, helping others in times of need. Pentacles is symbolizing the physical, so it's everything for financial, health, career, and living situation. Queen of Swords in your future energy. The Queen of Swords is someone who is primarily focusing from a place of intellect, it's about a thought leader, unbiased decision making, which means taking decisions regardless of others' opinions or wants or anything like this. An excellent communicator, wise and logical counsel, integrity and honesty, being perceptive, intelligent, and being direct, seeking truth. The Queen of Swords is about speaking your truth, standing in your truth, and knowing your worth, knowing your truth, and standing on the energy of air, communication, intellect. Still having the energy of water through the Queen, which is also about intuition, emotions, but primarily it's air energy. So, speaking your truth, knowing your truth, and honoring your own worth. Settling for no less than that, nothing less. Let's clarify Queen of Swords for you, Libra. Thank you, Spirit. That was a little too many. Clarify, thank you, Spirit, for Libra at this time. Queen of Swords, thank you, Spirit. Clarify Queen of Swords for Libra. That makes a lot of sense. Nine of Wands and Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This reading is resonating a little too much with some cards I draw earlier, but never mind. Nine of Wands is about feelings of being attacked or the feeling of needing to protect yourself. It's about nines are about a near ending. Wands is about fire energy. So it's either determination, resilience, it's about defiance, a last defense, a final push, excitement for what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. So focusing on what's going right in your life, focusing on the positive instead of giving any attention to what's not going as you want it to, because the universe has your back. This is death and rebirth transition in your life, where you're needing to stand up for yourself, yet avoid being, so finding motivation in the face of difficulties, focusing on the positive regarding the negative. I feel like I need to clarify that. Clarify Nine of Wands, thank you, Spirit. Nine of Wands, Five of Cups, dissatisfaction, and not only that, it's Five is about change, Cups is about emotion. This card is about losing connection, being grieving, disillusion, disappointment, betrayal, bitterness, wallowing. Can signify a broken heart. It's about focusing, being focused on the damage rather than what is going well, what is still good, what can still be used. Five of Cups, change regarding relations. So that's everything from friends, family, and anything else, of course. But this situation have you in Knight of Swords energy, nightmares, worries, feelings of depression and anxiety, insomnia, fear, and an opportunity to find courage. A time to focus on safety and the things that are going well in your life. So yeah, the whole advice of this reading, Libra, or any cross watchers, or of course you don't have to be a main Libra, it doesn't have to be your main zodiac sign, it can also be a sun or moon. However this message finds you, it will be for you in some sense. There will be something resonating for you in this message, I am sure of it. But what's next? Focusing on the good. focusing on moving forward through that enthusiasm, through that creativity, through that inspiration, and practicing skills, practicing your abilities, standing in your own strength. I want to get an advice. So regarding this past situation, what's the advice here? Yeah, the advice earlier was to, yeah, I get it now, focusing on creating your own visions and dreams, focusing on your own stability. We also have at the bottom of the deck devil energy, which is anything toxic, anything. So idolizing any kind of habit, any kind of substance, anything, even thinking, believing, doing. Devil energy is about toxic, it's about unhealthy energies, unhealthy decisions. Let's get a little deeper into, but after that we're gonna go to the good stuff. But you need to, I feel like this is what you are, this is what is dying off. This is what you are being released from at this time. This is what this death and rebirth is about. The devil energy. Very, very, very good. Of course, you might not feel the benefit at this time, but you are. Sometimes we don't know what is for us in our life, and we don't know what is against us, and we just need to be open for life to remove what no longer serves and what is against us, what isn't helping us anymore. The devil is about the grip of addiction, a need for liberation, which is happening. This is the death and rebirth card. This is what you are releasing in your life in this season. So healthy versus unhealthy sexuality. I feel like this is a theme. I'm not here to say anything. Been there, done that. Materialism. The healing found in darkness. Delving into your shadow self, being trapped in your own stories, manipulation, lying to yourself, and temptation. So this is the lower three chakras. This is primarily, yeah, this is basically the lower three chakras and the attachment that we often get involved with them. But this is a divinely guided season in your life where this is going to happen whether you like it or not. Both of these cards is major arcana, which is life-changing situations or anything that is a big event in your life. And you have the Fool as the advice on how to move forward. You need to focus on manifesting and creating, taking steps, maybe even finding some practices that serve you and help you become relaxed and align more, which is definitely going to help move out this energy through the death and rebirth. But your advice forward is the Fool. New beginnings, potential, adventures, enthusiasm, awakening, innocence, and optimism. I feel like your advice at this time is focusing on the good rather than focusing on what is what is, maybe I'd say maybe meditation is a very, very, very good solution for you to calm your mind and get some clarity regarding the reality. Maybe contemplating. I didn't do it on purpose, but the tower, you see that? The tower is some kind of, it is a perception of reality falling apart, a life falling apart, what is no longer serving falling apart. This is all divinely guided for you, and this is serving you, even though it might feel like you are at the bottom of the bottom of the well. And I wish that I could tell you that you couldn't get deeper, but fact is that the thing about polarity and the law of polarity and the rules of polarity is that the positive side of the polarity continues infinitively, continues forever, and the negative path of the polarity, which is narcissism, even demonic energies, materialism, anything unhealthy, anything possessive, it can only reach 4 different stages before it has to convert into the positive polarity, because the negative polarity can only evolve into the 4th dimension of the negative polarity. Dimensions exist in both ways, both positive and negative. So people who are building Dharma, they are ascending into the higher dimensions in the positive polarity, but people who are descending are actually increasing or elevating their, not elevating frequency, but elevating their level in the negative polarity, which is there is levels in the negative polarity, but the negative polarity leads to the positive polarity. There is no further progression in the negative polarity, and it actually, the only way that the negative polarity can evolve itself is by deceiving, doing all these wicked things to each other. That is the only way that the negative polarity can gain insight and can progress their evolution through polarity. But I don't know if you know the saying, all roads lead to Rome, or all ways lead to Rome. It's true, because the negative polarity leads to the positive polarity no matter what. It can never not return from where it came. So there is only one. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Libra at this time. Messages on what to do, what to focus on. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Libra, what to focus on, what to do at this time. Thank you, Spirit. That's nice. Thank you, Spirit. So, your advice at this time is to unleash your kindest self, even if it feels unknown or unfamiliar, even if it feels it might feel in the start, it might feel some kind of cringe. I don't know where you are at this time, but I know you're going through a spiritual awakening, so focus on the positive and focus on what is going well in your life, regardless of the ups and downs. Both the ups and downs are actually helping the evolution of our consciousness in life. Unleash your kindest self. Attune to the divine. So, in this realm, no matter what frequency, what vibration we are on, the divine realm and the metaphysical realms and angels, spirit, being, source, universe, life, whatever one wants to call it, is always sending us uplifting, elevating energies. And when we are open to receive them, they have much more effect on us. So when we take just 10, 20, 30 minutes out of a day to meditate, to become completely still, maybe even doing a little bit of mantra, definitely breathing exercises, but that is how I best and how one generally speaking best connects to the divine. Or of course there are many different ways, but that is my best ways and what I know works because I've tested it. So, and also it just works. Go wild, full moon in Leo. Embrace the flow of life, everything, the good, the bad, no matter how it feels, no matter how it shows up, it's all for you. Life is happening for you, not to you. Everything that you're being challenged with at this time is only there to challenge you, to make you feel uncomfortable, in order to make you stronger in your energy, in order to make you, to help you actually. Sometimes help is doing what we want or seeks or are open to the least. Sometimes it's just what works. Embrace the flow of life, the goods and the bads, focusing mostly on the good. Please do everything you can to trust the universe, trust life, because nothing bad that happens to you is, nothing in generally speaking is a coincidence. Anything and everything bad happening to you at this time is only for your own growth, for your own well-being in the future. In the present we are being challenged, and we're being challenged in order to grow, in order to, when you train a muscle, in order to make sure that that muscle becomes stronger, you have to do a certain amount of reps with a certain amount of weights in order to get that effect, in order to get that failure on your muscles, in order to make sure that they grow. And everything in life is like a muscle. The more you practice it, the better and the easier it's going to become, but also the farther your reach is going to be. And know that you are loved by all of universe. All of the universe is love. You are the universe in human form, currently unknowing of your true value, your purpose probably, and what you truly are. Of course, I don't know that, I'm just assuming, but just know that you're loved. Even those who say that they despise you, they only do that because they see you as you are. They see you for more as you see yourself. And I ask that you at this time, no matter what, are very graceful and understanding and forgiving with yourself, because nothing that happens to us is our fault. We are not even in control. Yes, we attract what we send out. The energy that we manifest, the energy that we put into the universe, put out into the universe, we attract. But only in order to learn from it, only in order to get these lessons that are sometimes so horrible that we never want to do it again. And that is a lesson integrated. Sometimes it just have to be so horrible that you just choose never again. I hope that anything gave you clarity. I hope that you have gotten anything from this message. And thank you, Libra, for watching and tuning in. Thank you so much. I wish you blessings, peace, and prosperity. Be well, and peace, love, and light.